Shalom Elohim. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah through his son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother UncleK, and we're back with another one. I hope you're having a Baruch day, and I hope right now you have a sound mind and a sound heart. Now, before we get into the content, like the content, share the content, and comment down below. And if you're not a supporter, then become a supporter right now. I just advise you to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. So let's get into it. Modern man and modern woman have adapted the mindset that it's okay to hook up. And a lot of these individuals, they partake in the same things. They have a lot of similarities. They like to smoke, they like to drink, they like to club, they like to party, they like to fornicate. And you see, that's why you make a lot of people upset on this walk. Particularly, you make the woman upset too. The modern man has painted a bad picture for the man because the man is the representation of the Most High. So a lot of men are painting a bad picture for men in general. It's not that way for the Kodesh. We are men. And that's why we get tested the same way like these modern men be getting tested. But the thing is, our mind is not set on hooking up. We don't have that mindset. Our mindset is not set on whoredom. Our mindset is not set on iniquities. Our mindset is not set on wickedness. So that's why they get rejected by our presence alone, because we magnify the Father, so he's magnified inside of us. When you magnify the Father, you become more fearfully and wonderfully made. Because when you're deep in iniquity, it shows. When you're deep in iniquity, when you're deep in that pit, it shows. It shows your heart, your countenance, right? You're not going to be looking your best. You're going to look a little dried out. You're going to look a little fatigued. You're going to have heavy feet. You're not going to be radiant. Since you put them things away, you're very radiant. You have the light. You're not walking in darkness, and you have not winked upon darkness. You removed those things far from your eye gates. You remove them things away from your flesh. You're making sure that you have this body in submission so you could constantly be in the spirit, be in the ruach. That's the reason why you get them upset. And you're not trying too hard to do it. Those that want to partake in that hookup culture, they like to go above and beyond. Right, just to look pleasing to the flesh. You know, they work on their face skills, they grooming technique, they got a face care routine and all that. It's not bad to wash your face, but when that's your end all be all to get some type of attraction based off of your clothing and what you got on, the set apart man, he don't gotta do too much. Right, they get rejected by your presence because you're not interested in it. Right, you looking more fearfully and wonderfully made, so a lot of women, they like to showcase that they interested in what they see. And a lot of times, their mouthpiece is closed. They don't know how to open their mouth and talk to a set-apart man. Right, because our presence already rejected. You see, the man that like the hookup culture, he like to approach these women. He like to spit some game to them. Pardon me. And if the game is not strong, then she rejects him. You see, that's how you know that the man is strange too, just like the woman. If his speech is like honeycomb, then guess what? He gonna grab her in. If her speech is sweet like honey too, she gonna grab him in. That's why we make these women upset. A lot of these men, they get upset too because they think that just because our presence is looking like we up to par, he don't know why it look like we up to par. And a lot of men, they feel like all men in general are just like them. So sometimes a lot of men like to think that you get the ladies too. So they like to talk to you like they a real stand-up guy, a real stand-up man. Like he about his business, and then he's gonna utter some foolishness, and then you're gonna have to reject him with that cold shoulder and keep it pushing. Happens all the time, fellas, all the time. That's why our circle is real small. So why we mind our business and we about that work, right? See, these women, they come left and right, man. You know, they try to tighten up to some degree to look pleasing, right? They try to gather themselves together. You know, and a lot of times these women, they be in whole relationships too. That's how you know it's real filthy out here. Real filthy. A lot of women don't hide it no more. And that's why living in this time right now where everyone is on the phone digitally, got social media, got accounts, profiles, all these things, uploading photo after photo, videos of what they doing in the life in their world. It's wild, man. It's wild. A lot of these men, they got women that are sitting up looking at other men's profiles all day just hoping that they get a chance. You know what I'm saying? And when you come around these people and you codex and you set apart, you masculine, you got that dominant mindset. You know, they hawking you extra hard while they with a partner or whatever you really want to call it, situation or whatnot. You know, and they getting rejected, you know, because you don't fly that way. Right? That's why the man, he got to make sure that he keeping his mind real tight. Real tight. I know the setup or man, his mindset is real tight. A lot of these messages is for the man to realize that being Kodesh, being set apart is actually the way to make it through. Right? You gotta be set apart. Right? Because I know there's a lot of men that love when they getting this attraction. Love it when women be staring at them, hawking them, you know, acting out, pulling up their pants and all of that. And, you know, they feel like they have some type of status, right? It's not no worldly status. You understand? That's why the Most High, he puts you through that test to see if you're really for him. And a lot of men that like to take on this lifestyle change, that really like that in their heart, they don't want to put away the iniquity, but in their mouthpiece, they say that they want to. That's why the Most High tests you, because he knows your mind and your heart. You got to realize that you got to be set apart, because these things come and go. No temptation is common unto man. All men go through these temptations. The thing is do you want to put it away so it could just be a temptation that you're not battling with it? Because it's going to happen to you. If you a man, you masculine, you set apart. What does set apart mean? Set apart mean that you set apart from the rest. So when you set apart from the rest, you like that car that nobody got on the lot. That's why people don't know how to react around you. You're starting to increase spiritually. And when you increase spiritually down in this physical realm, you hold power. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of riches. You don't have to have a lot of possessions, because when you have contentment, it seems like you have a lot of possessions. It seems like you have a lot of riches, especially if you know how to be clean and presentable. You're going to have people questioning what it is that this man do for a living. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here is hooking up right now. A lot of women think they could hook up with you too. But they mouthpiece, they're not opening their mouthpiece, man. You gotta understand, it's like the same way how the Most High told us to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You see, they move like a serpent as well, real crafty. Right, real crafty. It's like they always looking from the corner of their eyes. Right, they always trying to slither and try to do something to activate a man, right? A set-apart man don't care about your backside. Set-apart man don't care about your breasts. Set-apart man don't care about your lips, right? Because you can see beyond all of that. You know what I'm saying? You starting to feel out the spirits in the room. You starting to really indicate what is what. Right? And that's why you got to really pay attention to that discernment. Because a man that don't take heed to discernment, that don't take heed when wisdom is talking, when wisdom is crying out loud, if he's not taking heed, he's going to take heed to a woman, giving him some type of advantage. Right? And we coming down to that fourth quarter, fellas. So y'all know what time it is, man. You know, during this seasonal change, you know, a lot of things start changing. A lot of people start acting different. A lot of people want companionship. Just because it's getting a little chilly outside, a lot of people are starting to tuck in more often. Scared to come outside now. You know what I mean? But when it's warmer weather, they like to be all up outside now, right? For the set-apart man, he's getting the job done all season long. It don't matter. Winter, snow, spring, summer, it don't matter. This man, he putting in that work. They see that though. Because once you start dominating, you're moving up echelons. When you have that dominant presence about yourself, because you've been dominating, right? You've been dominating through the Mashiach. You've been treading over these snakes and scorpions, so you getting much stronger as you go. That's powerful. That's powerful. You shaking up a lot. Still gotta pay attention though. It's a lot of people on this broad path. It's more broad than narrow. That's why very few makes it. And I know you want to be one of them that make it. And likewise for myself too. That's why I take heed. You got to take heed as well. Like I said, no temptation is common unto man. We all go through it. Right? You go into the gym. You put in this work. You building this muscle. You drinking your water. You eating your foods. People gonna give you compliments. People gonna see you getting stronger and getting more cut, more swole, month by month. You know, women be checking you out through the mirror and all that. You gotta deny that. Right? Just by your presence alone. You go into the grocery store, you know, it's a lot of people in there looking for food. And that's not necessarily the type of food that you cook on the stove, but just busybodies. There's busybodies all over the world. And a busybody is like the adversary, right? A lot of these women are busybodies and they're looking for someone to devour as well too. So they be looking, they be creeping. Looking for what they want to eat. Looking to see who want to scoop, want to sample. That's why a lot of men be taken captive. But don't know her bed leads all the way to Sheol, all the way to the pit. Right, leave these modern women alone, man. The Kodesh man, I know he's not interested into these fast women. Right, he's waiting for that set-apart woman, and if you don't already got that set-apart woman, you know, y'all willing, he gonna get that. Don't be hooking up with him, because that's all they thinking about. If a woman is not after your heart and after your mind, you know, you just gotta tell her shalom. That's it. Because a lot of women, they just after pleasure. They trying to run you up. And then once you can't take it no more, then she gonna leave you and then she gonna go out to another dude and do the same thing. For real. Let the modern man that, you know, like the beast of the field, let them roam around. Let them destroy themselves. Right? You stay in that safe place. You stay under the wing of the Most High. You stay protected. You stay in His word and you get revived in the Ruach. Get revived. Be in the spirit. So that way when you see this physical, you start tapping into things, you start sensing things way ahead of time. That's why the man gotta be on his swivel. I hope you've been edified. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah through his son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother UncleK. I'm glad y'all tapped into another one. Like, share, comment down below, and if you're not a supporter, become a supporter right now. I just advise you to tell a friend. Continue to have a Baruch day. Keep a sound mind and a sound heart. And I'll see you soon, Most High willing. But for now, peace.